What's up, guys? Hope you guys are able to see me on this live. Hope you guys are doing well today. We got a lot to cover. In fact, Donald Trump's getting a lot of good news here, guys. Fani Willis, not so good. And Donald Trump's getting an overwhelming amount of support coming from Black women voters. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. Fani Willis's daughter, let's talk about her real quick. She got arrested and it's kind of bad. It's not a good look when you're the DA of Fulton County, Georgia. Now, if you guys remember, Fani Willis, she's the Fulton County District Attorney that was coming after Donald Trump for the Georgia election interference case. Basically, it was like, Donald Trump and 14 other co-defendants, 18 other co-defendants. Basically, Fani Willis, she got caught up by Ashley Merchant because of her secret relationship that was going on with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Anyway, her daughter got arrested. Not a good look for the DA. So if you guys could see, hopefully you guys can see my screen. I don't know if I'm sharing with you guys. Am I sharing my screen right now? Okay. What's up, Alice? How you doing? Hope you guys are able to see and hear me in the live. If you guys are able to see and hear me, please just let me know. Just put a yes or a Y in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Fani Willis's daughter, I should say, Fani Willis's pregnant daughter, Kiana, 25 years old, is arrested in Georgia for driving with a suspended license amid the Trump election interference case. Not a good look for mom, okay? So the daughter of Donald Trump nemesis, Fani Willis, poses gloomily for her jail mugshot after getting locked up for allegedly driving with a suspended license. Now, I would love to know how this went down, because I would just picture this 25-year-old girl, knowing her mom's a DA of Georgia, probably made a scene. I wasn't really there. I don't really know, but my mom was a DA of Fulton County, Georgia. You ought to let me go. And next thing you know, you're getting the handcuffs slapped on your wrists. I don't really know how it went down, to be honest with you guys. All I have are the details here. But what is interesting here, this is the mugshot that they're sharing of Fani Willis's daughter here. As you can see, this is Fani Willis over here on the right with her daughter. She stated that the reason for her using her cell phone while operating the vehicle was due to her mother calling her related to her pregnancy, the report states. How many of you guys believe that's true? Y'all think she's telling the truth, or you think she's lying? By the way, also, if you haven't already, please take a second, hit the like button for the video. Also, thank you guys so much for always subscribing to the channel and sharing these videos. Yo, what's going on? We got a bunch of people in here. I know it's super late. I'm thankful you guys are hanging out with me. What's going on, you guys? Angela White, what's going on? We got Raymond Burgo, Just a Bit Gassy, Chronic Crypto. That's funny, Just a Bit Gassy. Diane Piat, what's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Bunch of you guys in here. That's what's up. But yeah, so an incident report obtained exclusively by dailymail.com reveals Kiana, who was pregnant, was pulled over because cops spotted her using a cell phone while driving her 2010 Nissan Altima. So basically, she got pulled over for using her cell phone. You guys ever get pulled over for using your cell phone? That sounds horrible. And then it escalated into her getting arrested because she was allegedly locked up for driving with a suspended license. Not a good look. Not a good look. There's Fani Willis here, your boy Nathan Wade. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. So the Texas Southern University student told an officer from the Tyrone Police Department she was unaware her license was revoked on May 13th for the same offense, driving while suspended. Whoa. That's not a good, that's really not good. So, does she feel like because her mom's the DA, of Fulton County, Georgia. She could just drive around on a suspended license. Is this like a privileged daughter thinking she can get away with stuff, or is this like a legitimate mistake? You guys let me know what you think. Kiana was then searched. Man, I hope it wasn't a male officer searching this girl, this woman who had been pulled over by the police, but it says that Kiana was then searched and handcuffed on the side of the highway and taken to the Fayette County jail on a misdemeanor charge of driving with a revoked or suspended license. Willis's mother later arrived on the scene to take possession of the vehicle. So apparently Fani Willis showed up and drove away with Kiana's 2010 Nissan Altima. Wow. Okay. So a booking photo obtained by dailymail.com shows Kiana looking drained and dejected as she arrived at the 554 bed lockup 30 minutes south of Atlanta. So I wonder if that is DA Fani Willis's jurisdiction. Wouldn't that be wild to have the prosecutor of your suspended license crime be prosecuted by your own mom? Like, that's kind of crazy. Let's see. She was subsequently released in order to attend the town of Tyrone Municipal Court October 24th for arraignment. Oh, here we go. So the punishment of driving on a suspended license in Georgia is a minimum of 2 days in jail. So it looks like she's going to get at least 2 days in jail and a fine of at least $500 and a 6-month extension of that suspension. Ooh. So it looks here, if Kiana is found guilty of a second offense, the penalties escalate to at least 10 days in jail and a fine between $1,000 and $2,500. This is not a good look. And then you guys can see here is the traffic citation and all the details. They're just posting this. This is, I wouldn't even, wow, I didn't even know that they just share this. I mean, this is on dailymail.com or dailymail.co.uk. It's crazy. That sucks. That really sucks. And she seems like a pretty girl, nice. I mean, I don't know if she's nice. Hopefully she's nice, but it sucks being pregnant, locked up in jail. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? It's a mistake. It's never a mistake driving on a suspended license. It's intentional. I want to see what you guys think about this. Public record, anybody could get it. I didn't know that, guys. Appreciate you. Why was she suspended in the first place? That's a very good question. In the state of Tennessee, show up court date with your license reinstated and you're all good. Okay. She's very not smart. Excuse me. She's not very smart. Fanny pack protection plan. I bet you. Well, I'll do my best to stay on top of this one and see what actually happens and see if the girl gets a fair trial in spite of her mom being the district attorney. We'll definitely see what happens. Is there going to be any kind of like special treatment for her? Black privilege and the fanny pack protection didn't really work out so well. What's going on, Robin Spielman? What is going on? Okay, so if you're suspended, your plate, if registered to the suspended licensee, can show up via video cameras on the PD cars while driving on the roads. The tech is way quick to read license plate, etc. now. Wow, that is, so I guess that's what those devices are on the trunks of police cars. What's up, Danny? What is going on, Sandra? Mike Osborne, what is good? What is good? So also, Donald Trump's getting a whole lot of support lately from Black women. Did you guys hear about that? Check this out.
I heard of him being racist prior to running for president. That's just me, though. I mean, because any two ways you look at it, the man won his presidency without the black vote. What he need it for? What he need us for? Tell me what he need me for. He don't need me. But for some reason, he always get up on that stage talking about how low black unemployment is. Because he legitimately cares. You never heard Obama get on stage talking about black unemployment. He couldn't. Because under his first 2 years with a Democratic Congress, it doubled. Black unemployment under Barack Obama doubled. How many of y'all know that? It doubled. It literally doubled. It went from 8% to 16%. How you get around that and no media say nothing about that? But Donald Trump getting it to the lowest it's ever been recorded. Like I said, he don't need us. He does not need the black vote. The black vote didn't put him in office. The black vote ain't going to take him out of office. But the fact that he gets up there on them stages every chance he get and tells us how we are doing, because I ain't going to say that. We too crazy to realize it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do that.
There's a movement that's happening in this election, guys. One that Vice President Kamala Harris is just not happy about. Her campaign has worked hard to paint her as a strong black woman who's running for president, even though she ain't black. And guys, before we get started, thank you so much for hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Let's get started. However, this message alone isn't enough for voters, especially black women who feel as if Donald Trump did way more for them compared to her. The movement's called I'm Not With Her. And her obviously stands for Kamala Harris.
My name is Jocelyn Woodson.
Hi, my name is Silo.
I'm Karen Watson.
I'm Yolanda Johnson from Georgia.
This is BB Diamond from New York City.
I'm Dana Galen, and I'm from Tampa, Florida.
I live in Hagerstown, Maryland.
Out here in Maricopa County.
Kalamazoo County, Michigan.
I am a proud African immigrant living in Florida.
I'm from the great state of New Jersey.
I'm Angelina from Philly, and this November, I am not voting for Kamala Harris.
I am not voting for Kamala Harris.
I'm not voting for Kamala Harris.
I am not with Kamala Harris.
I am not with her.
I'm not with her.
I am not with Kamala Harris.
I'm not with Kamala.
I am not for Kamala. I am for Donald Trump.
I am not with Kamala.
I am not with her because she is not with me.
I support President Trump and the economic policies our country experienced under his leadership as our 45th president.
President Trump will support our law enforcement agencies and fund them appropriately.
Donald Trump made me proud to be an American.
I'm with Donald J. Trump.
We need a leader who can make America great again.
Trump puts Americans first, and he always will.
We need Donald Trump.
I and millions of other black Americans will cast my vote for Donald J. Trump.
I will proudly cast my vote for Donald J. Trump as our next president.
Let's make America great again.
And this ad from the Trump campaign is coming out as numbers are coming out that more and more black women voters are expected to participate in this year's presidential elections.
How are you feeling about the election?
I'm going for Trump. I feel like every time they don't want somebody who is good for us to win, they throw somebody black in our face thinking that's going to like make us vote for the black person.
I voted for Obama because he was black. I don't want to vote for her because she's the first black woman to run for president or to win.
I'm running for Trump, so.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why?
Yeah. I don't know. I just always been a fan of his, so that's what I'm running for.
I'm supporting Trump.
You are? Because?
Because it has to change.
Yeah.
It has to change, and now I vote more for what fits me better as a person rather than voting for the black person or voting for the first woman. So,
what do you think about Kamala Harris?
I think they say she phony and fake. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know.
I don't know if y'all picked up on that, but that last girl, she just said, I don't want to just vote for the black person. And then she corrected herself saying, I don't want to just vote for a woman. I think that was like a subconscious way of basically confirming that she doesn't think that she's black either.
Trump.
Because?
Because it has to change.
Yeah.
It has to change, and now I vote more for what fits me better as a person rather than voting for the black person or voting for the first woman. So,
what do you think about Kamala Harris?
I think they say she phony and fake. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I'm like Trump saying, you know, what are you? You know, so I'm not feeling her. People get mad about it. I'm just not feeling her.
Now, we can't say for sure if this is due to Trump or Harris, but it's a surprising change to say the least.
We're tracking something really interesting going on right now. It's a surge in voter registration in key groups ahead of the November election. Among young black women, registration is up more than 175%. You heard that right. More than 175% in 13 states. That's compared to the same time in 2020.
Wow, guys, this is big. This is freaking huge. So first of all, quick shout out to GG Gamer. Thank you for hitting the join button and becoming a member of the channel. Really do appreciate your support. What do y'all think about this? I mean, between Fani Willis's daughter getting arrested, all of this, I was gonna say minority support, but I mean, in this case, a lot of black female support, which I mean, based on a lot of what we see on the media, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS News, it seems like the black woman population was really leaning hard toward Kamala Harris. But it seems now like the tides may be turning, or maybe it's just the media trying to make it seem like Kamala Harris has way more support than she actually does from the black female population. But this is pretty big, I think. Let's see. I saw a comment in here. What's up, Robin Spielman? Good to see you too. Valerie, what's up, Valerie Consalvo? Hello, are you live? Your podcast? Yes, I am live. What's up? Let's see. Drain the lagoon. I think it's about time we drain the swamp. That's right. Letting illegals here getting $15,000 food cards and $5 for housing. Really? It's happening. Let's see. Talk about the worst of two evils. I would rather go with the one that has a proven record. Yeah, Kamala Harris. I mean, she's just awful. She's an idiot. She's an airhead. She flip-flops on her policies on a regular basis. She steals Donald Trump's policies when she finds out that her own policies that they're just really not popular. So then she steals Donald Trump's policies, for example, like the no tax on tip policy. That was definitely not her idea. It was not her policy. And the thing that really kills me is how many people are just literally sitting out there thinking like she's amazing and we need to vote for her just because she's black. Newsflash, she ain't black, number one. Number two, you don't want to vote for someone just because she has a freaking uterus. That's just like the dumbest thing in the world. You're going to vote for someone just so that she can be the first woman president who, by the way, received no actual votes. Like they just installed her as the Democratic nominee. So this is complete bull. Hypothetically, let's just say she won the presidency. Yay, she's the first woman president. Okay, the celebration's like 10 minutes long. Now what? You got to deal with her stupid policies for the next 4 years. And all you're going to do is end up punishing yourself and your children and your children's children. So, and ultimately just kind of ruining the United States even further. She has zero intention on correcting this border crisis that she's created. How many of you guys have heard about the Venezuelan gang taking over the apartments in, I think it was Colorado? There's several apartments, not just one apartment complex in Colorado right now, that have been taken over by Venezuelan gangs. And I want to say I saw it on Twitter earlier today, and it's just horrible. It's horrible that they're doing this and that they're getting away with this nonsense. And this is under Kamala Harris's leadership. And the thing is they were really trying to keep this thing under wraps. I'm actually looking for it right now. If I could find it, I'll share it with you guys. But basically, mainstream media didn't want to cover this massive problem with the Venezuelan gangs taking over the apartment complex, and it's a bigger problem than essentially they want you to know. But anyway, let me see. Let's see. Bill Tweedy says the Hells Angels are on their way to say hi to them in Colorado. Okay. Yep. No media coverage either. Elena is saying that it's going on in Chicago too. Yeah, it is crazy, Valerie, what they're doing with our country right now. It's freaking ridiculous. And no one seems to be paying attention to it. Aurora, Colorado. Thank you, Lori. I couldn't remember the city name. Matter of fact, thank you for that. As a matter of fact, let me just see if I could just type that in Twitter real quick, see if I can find it. Aurora. Let me just type in Aurora and see what comes up. Geez, man, because I saw it earlier. Oh, wait. Today, migrants and communist community members who put together their protests in Aurora said this isn't an issue in their apartment complex. What? What is she saying? Hold on one second. I hope you guys can see this. That looks like a problem. You know what I mean? Like that just looks like a problem. I don't want to get in trouble sharing too much of that video because I'm not really sure where she's going to go with that. But when you're in an apartment complex and you got somebody standing outside your apartment door with what seems to be a long barrel rifle, I don't think that's good. I just don't think that's a good thing. Anyway, but let's get back to it. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. I don't want to ignore you guys. Oh my God, the comments are blowing up. No, it's not your imagination. Police, SWAT, and ICE got a leader and 4 others. Wow. They have taken over 2 buildings. And see, guys, this is how it starts. It starts with 1 building, 2 buildings, a full city, the state, multiple states. You see what I'm saying? Like, martial law is coming ASAP. Appreciate it, Sweet Slide. I mean, we got to take this stuff seriously, guys. And Kamala Harris is just not going to get the job done. She's already in the office. This is the thing that really frustrates me. It's like, oh, vote for me. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. It's like, woman, you're already in the White House. You already have the keys to the White House. If you had any legitimate plans on doing any of the things that you're talking about, you would have done it already. So I don't see who she's fooling, except people who are just ignoring policies and they're just voting based on feelings. Oh, I like that Kamala Harris just cares. Tim Walz, they care. Man, these are some of the biggest phony people in the United States. I mean, they're probably not the phoniest people in the United States, but you get my point. These people are not to be trusted. I'm sorry. Like, they're just not to be trusted. I can't give them my vote at all. All right.
According to the data firm.
What are you? So I'm not feeling her. People get mad about it. I'm just not feeling her.
Now, we can't say for sure if this is due to Trump or Harris, but it's a surprising change to say the least.
We're tracking something really interesting going on right now. It's a surge in voter registration in key groups ahead of the November election. Among young black women, registration is up more than 175%. You heard that right. More than 175% in 13 states. That's compared to the same time in 2020. This, according to the data firm TargetSmart. Registration has also increased among young Latinas and black Americans.
It's incredibly unusual to see changes in voter registration that are anywhere close to this. I mean, to remind people, 175% is almost tripling of registration rates among this specific group. You just don't see that sort of thing happen in elections normally.
This support for the former president shows that people care about policies and action. It's not always about identity politics. That doesn't pay the bills. It also doesn't make our expenses any cheaper. It also doesn't protect our borders. And this is what Trump is banking on right here, guys. That voters will care more about policies than identity. But here's what's surprising. Democrats are saying that the policies don't matter. In fact, one Democratic strategist said the quiet part out loud on Fox News.
$540 million raised, $82 million in 1 week.
But will you acknowledge that there's no policy page on her website? And so how do people
when
know
did we
what
start
she really
caring
stands
about
for?
policy pages on websites when every single time every time she steps to the podium, she talks about her policy in such a direct way that voters are responding. Those
Can you
are
tell
the
me
people
what her
that
border policy is?
Say it one more time.
Can you tell me what her border policy is?
Oh, she said on day one she would sign the bipartisan border legislation that J.D. Vance and Donald Trump has taken credit for killing or not getting across the.
What's her policy on fracking?
She's going to introduce that.
Her anonymous staffers have said
so her
that
interview
she's
tonight, should give her the opportunity to share whatever policy agenda she wants, and as the process go along, she will continue to do.
So if you ask this strategist, we're not supposed to care about policies, as if this isn't important to the American people. Do any of you guys care about the policies that any government official will push once they're in office? Or is this just an afterthought? Because it's pretty clear that black folks actually care about policies. And the same could be said for the level-headed Americans who care about what happens around them. But if you were to ask liberal media, all of this support that we see for Donald Trump is nothing but smoke and mirrors. They can't fathom that black voters could actually support the former president. Check out how they're coping over at CNN.
Angela, to bring you in, those battleground polls also show Donald Trump pulling in 19% support from black voters. That is actually triple what he got in 2020. What do you make of that? What is he doing right to win them over?
I don't make anything of these polls that are talking to imaginary black folks. I would love to know, for one, who they're talking to, because I've not seen.
So you think that they don't exist?
My bad. I was muted. I got to jump in here for a second because she over here talking about some imaginary black folks supporting Trump. And I guess I'm imaginary because I support Trump. I will be voting for Trump. I have voted for Trump previously. So I just want to clear the air. There are some black people out here that actually do support Donald Trump. So I don't know what this lady's talking about. And you can see Charlemagne. He was kind of laughing at that response, but that was just complete bull. So I just wanted to add that little tidbit up in there. So anyway,
what he got in 2020. What do you make of that? What is he doing right to win them over?
I don't make anything of these polls that are talking to imaginary black folks. I would love to know, for one, who they're talking to, because I've not seen.
So you think that they don't exist?
I think that they are, maybe, you know what, they might be the invisible man that Ralph Ellison talked about in his book. I don't know who these people are. There was a Trump ad that was released, I believe today, that's targeting black women voters. And there are these people who, allegedly exist all throughout the country, and they're reading scripts. You can see their eye line going over here. And I think some of them might be paid to say some of these things. I'm not sure.
Do you guys agree with that idea? That all of this sudden support for Trump is because they paid people to read off of a script? Or is the support genuine and that they actually want action from their president? Now, with the election that's getting closer by the day, guys, it's kind of weird that we're hearing news from the World Health Organization. News that suggests that all of us need another booster for the C-19 virus. Now, guys, I cover this in a lot of detail in another video. Make sure you check this out, but it really is suspect that it's. Now, guys, I just want to, let me see. How about the $25,000 for new home buyers, but $150,000 for an illegal immigrant to buy a home? That's Kami's plan. And guess who's paying $150,000 per immigrant home? You got it, the American taxpayer. Kim Sherrill says, I never took one shot. How many of you guys have not taken any shots? And how many of you guys are thinking about getting another shot or a booster? Because, of course, those conversations are coming up now. Shout out to Africa in the house. I saw some folks in here from South Africa. I'm looking for, God bless you too, Danny. Appreciate you, brother. I saw somebody in here from South Africa, I think. Where are you? Where are you? Man, where is it? Where is it? Good day from Australia. What is up, Australia in the house? Here it is. Here's one. Cheryl Foster. Good day, South Africa, my brothers and sisters. And I saw another one in here somewhere. Sorry, you guys. It grabbed my eye. and I don't see it now. So many comments come flying in. Aussie here, what's going on? Charlemagne the dog. Oh my God. Somebody says no jabs, no jabs, no jabs. So it looks like you guys are not down with the jabs. No shots in my household. Wow. Okay. Trump 2024 for South Texas. HK says, Ron, you're doing amazing work. Thank you so much. Your channel is making a huge difference. Yo, I really appreciate that. I really do. Sometimes I don't, I get on here and I sometimes underestimate how many people I'm reaching. So when I get comments like that that appreciate what we're doing here on the channel, it really does mean a lot to me. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you, HK. Deborah, okay. Let's see. No shots from Houston. 175K now. No pricks. Man. Got you. What's up, Max R? Glad you're watching. Thank you. We got East Tennessee in the house. And all my friends love when I share your content. Oh, appreciate you, Missy 042. Thank you so much. Shout out to Tennessee. My man Dave Ramsey's out of Tennessee. I really like that guy too. Sidebar. Informative across all party lines. Appreciate you, Sweet Slide. All right, guys. If you have not already, please take a second. Do your boy a favor. I know it's late, but it's totally free. Hit the like button. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. And I always want to just thank you guys so much for sharing this video and all my other videos. I'm going to try to get some sleep so I can get up and do this thing again in a couple hours. All right, guys. Have a great night and see you tomorrow. Bye.